Today on the channel, I can finally cross off one of my most wanted figures for the G.I. Joe classified line with the exclusive Pythona.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with another G.I. Joe Classified series, unboxing and review. And today we got something extra special as we got a con exclusive, and we'll get into it, with Pythona. But of course, for all your Pythona needs, I guess Hasbro Pulse right now, I believe as of filming, she is still in stock and shipping out from Hasbro Pulse. So got to get a deal. Get your Pythona before it is too late. But Pythona here is an interesting one. It was supposed to be a New York Comic-Con exclusive, and I think like a London Comic-Con exclusive. It was going to be sold just there. They made it very clear to an obnoxious point at San Diego Comic-Con that this will be at those later on down the line. You'll be able to get these from Hasbro. But then I put my business hat on, Todd McFarlane, and you put it on for me, actually. You said, Kyle, you're not thinking straight. You're not thinking straight. And then you put my cowboy hat on. You said, this is your business hat. Think straight. And then I did, and it all clicked together. Because, like I said, to an annoying amount, they said these were going to be on the website or wherever available down the road, but first at the Comic-Cons. Well, what happened here? Because the day of New York Comic-Con, Hasbro Pulse had this one up for order. Everybody seemingly got one if they wanted one, which was great. And I did mention that once upon a time at San Diego Comic-Con that they said they were making tons of these. So don't fret, just like the Dreadnought set, of course, Cold Slither, that's another all-timer set. But I was wondering, why did this go up early? Well, you put the business hat on, you understand, with some of the tariffs, Todd McFarlane. Of course, Todd, I call them tariffs, but he calls them tariffs. It's a long story. I won't get into it here. But with a lot of the stuff going up and the China stuff, a lot of things had been moved forward. A lot of stuff from the G.I. Joe line, Marvel Legends line, just coming at us a lot faster. Some of the stuff we were supposed to get in November came to September, and even more stuff coming through. They forced a lot of this stuff out to save money on the tariffs. That makes sense, and I fully expect that's what happened with Pythona. They rushed that up, and what good is it taking up space in a warehouse, paying rent on it? Let's get it out there. So let's put it up for pre-order, not down the road like they planned to. So I think that's what happened with this Pythona. Whatever happened, it equals to us getting the figure earlier. That's a good thing if you ask me, because this was one of my most wanted figures from the G.I. Joe classified line. I'm a Cobra-La kid. To me, I love all eras of G.I. Joe, but I really gained my love for the Joe time around Serpentor. I enjoyed it before I watched it, but that's where it went to the next level for me. I love the Cobra-La. I love the G.I. Joe movie. Gun to my head, you say, Kyle, what's your favorite movie of all time? It's going to be that G.I. Joe movie from the 80s. I just absolutely loved it. I love the world building. I love the character selection. I love the new characters. Even Falcon. I enjoyed Falcon a little bit. He was put in a position by that no good Duke, as we do know. And Duke paid a heavy price. Not heavy enough, though. He should have been axed. He should have been done. All the shenanigans Duke was up to, he should have been the one court-martialed. We all know that. Flint, the true leader, leading the assault on Cobra-La, saving the world, saving the galaxy, saving everything. No doubt, Flint, the true leader at G.I. Joe. But old Pythona, not too shabby either. You'll never forget the moments of the opening of that movie where she does the assault on Serpentor. You're like, what the heck is going on? Just a wild time. And as a little kid playing with my Joes, I always dreamed of a Pythona figure. Never got it until the 25th anniversary line. Was that the Figure Subscription Club exclusive? I can't remember if it was on one of the monthly exclusives or it was the end of the year exclusive. Long story short, we did get that Pythona once upon a time, and this was my most wanted figure for years here for the G.I. Joe classified line. So happy to have this. Now we just need Globulus. That's who moves into the top spot. Fully expecting to see Globulus next time, sometime next year, possibly San Diego Comic-Con. Stay tuned for that. But we did get a shipper box for Pythona, and I thought it was really cool of the Hasbro team. As you know, the Hasbro team loves me, Todd, more than they love you, or more than you love me, more like it. But it was a really cool of the Hasbro team to give this one, they give all their figures a code name, and they said, Kyle, we watched your video, your top 10 video, and we're going to name this one after you. So this is code Kyle on here. You can fact check it all you want. We know it's true. They knew that I wanted Pythona, and they said, you know, we're going to do Kyle a solid here, and we're going to do a little bit of that. See you later. Goodbye. Kyle is who we're unboxing, aka Pythona, and let's dive into it here. Looking beautiful, deluxe style packaging. Reminds you a lot of Once Was a Man Cobra Commander because it has kind of that prism aspect to the packaging, looking really cool. Of course, you know she's Team Cobra all day long. G.I. Joe looking very good. Big bubble window. In case you meet her at a con, you can get her to sign it for you. Cobra-La, Pythona. 4 and up, you 3-year-olds, you can't handle Pythona. Heck, I can't handle Pythona. Let me tell you, she's all woman from Cobra-La. Something like that. Something like that. But beautiful packaging. On the side, there she is. She is number 172. Can you believe that? A little bit of action on the side. Very cool. Bunch of jibber jabber down low and a little bit of a glamour shot of Pythona. Ever so glamorous. Living that glamorous life like a young Sheila E. drumming for Ringo Starr in her all-star band once upon a time. Maybe something like that. There you go. Pythona, see you later. Goodbye. Got a nice little background there. Looking cool. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Spider-Man style. Watch out for the spores, as we were told once upon a time. And there's old Pythona in the plastic prison. Already losing stuff out of the package, though. And she's got one twist tie right here. It's the Todd McFarlane tribute. Todd, they did a tribute to you, and they did a tribute to me here. You can't ask for much more than that. They gave the one twist tie in solidarity with their brother, their fallen brother in arms who's losing the DC license. They said, well, let's put one twist tie in there for Todd. I thought that was a really cool thing. A really cool thing. And can we get all this out? A lot of cool accessories here. A lot of, I guess, Easter egg accessories with this one. And, of course, very sticky tape. Todd, I think this might also be a tribute to you. It seems to be the Cambodian cannibal tape. So they're getting it all there. They're playing all the hits on this Pythona, as we're seeing here today. Popping out that extra head, and I guess we're going to get some extra head from Pythona. And there it is. Got to get that lone twist tie out. Got to save that part of the collection. But that seems to be it. See you later. Goodbye. Let's get down to Pythona business. That's what we're going to get down to. And let me tell you, business is good. And we're going to check out the hands first is what we'll do. And then we'll dive into all these creatures, all kinds of stuff going on with Pythona, even a little ponytail action. But let's dive into the hands first. She's got those crazy hands here with the green on the end. It's, remember when she got her claws out and she opened up that fence? That was awesome. That was awesome. We all love that in the movie. So we got some of that going on. We got a gripping hand and a trigger hand out of the package. We got 2 fists of Pythona Fury. She's going to punch somebody right in the face if you're not careful. And then she does got a little bit of that, I guess it's like smoke or whatever from the poison coming out of her hands, whatever you want to call it. So you get some effect pieces hands, which look really good. Leaning towards possibly using those. We'll see where that goes. Now we do get those discs of like the serpent discs or whatever. They got the translucent plastic in pink that she throws at people. Love to see those. Those look really nice here to get those. We do get that jewel here, and we never forget that scene in the movie where the Dreadnoks are just blinded by this. A jewel, or what do you say, a jewel or a ruby? A ruby of that size. We'll never forget it. Never forget it. So you get a little currency here to get those Dreadnoks all excited. And that's not what I would need to get excited, but the Dreadnoks are a different bunch, as we do know. Speaking of bunch, we got a bunch of animals going on. We do get that serpent seal, eel. An eel, I got there. You do get that eel. We'll never forget that scene in the movie. So very cool. Kudos to pieces of the movie. You got some with open mouths, all kinds of stuff. A lot of detail on this. So you do get that as an accessory. We do get some of these other ones. Not the spores, but we do get some of these crazy creatures from Cobra-La. I would love it if they built out a Cobra-La creature pack. Just give us all that. Give us Cobra Commander before he was Cobra Commander. You know, they showed that scene. Give us that with a ton of different creatures from Cobra-La. I would love to see that. So we get one here. Got 2 big old tongues on that one. We got this big one, that like face hugger. We'll never forget when that got in the face. You know, they're trying to breathe and stuff. I remember as a little kid be like, oh, he can't breathe. He can't breathe. But some of the Joes got hit pretty hard with these right in the face. Looking very good. And articulation on these as well. So we got the arm articulation. These face huggers looking crazy. You got the teeth. Sinking the pink in here as well, like a young Aerosmith pink on the inside. Looking very good. You do get that crab-like monster. Remember that big like crab vehicle they all got into? That thing was wild. There's some of those wild creatures there. We got one of these crabs. Another weapon of choice here. And then Oh yeah, this was what I would love to see. I would love to see them give us this big like clamshell. Oh, everybody loves a clamshell, and you got the pink inside once again. But you could store your Cobra Commander figure in there, have him all kind of imprisoned. I would love to see a bigger version of this. So a lot of fun one and done accessories, I assume here. Now, Classified did just recently announce they are coming out with the Royal Guard. So we got Cobra Commander, we got Nemesis Enforcer. What is a Nemesis Enforcer? We'll get to that in this video. Now we got Pythona. We're going to get the Royal Guard. And as I said, I fully expect Globulus next year. And they're going to go all out for Globulus. We're going to get the whole egg that he comes out of, plus the snake tail. Cannot wait for that. You know it's around the corner. But around the corner right now is my girl Pythona. Let's dive into the heads for her. Got that high pony, rocking that high pony. Got those green earrings. Bald head. Bald never looks so good. Like a young Sinead O'Connor once upon a time. And you got kind of, I guess, makeup, skin color, whatever you want to call it, with the color on the side of purple. Got those creepy, creepy eyes. But Pythona, kind of the, in a lot of ways, a leader of Cobra-La. You know, Globulus, the top dog, as we know, but she's kind of the one that runs point, the right hand that does a lot of the stuff. In a lot of ways, she's kind of the equivalent of Flint in Cobra-La, you know, the true leader of Cobra-La. You could make that argument. I wouldn't deny it. I wouldn't deny it. But looking good in the face here. Very, very stoic. Now, the second head, you do get the ponytail, which you can pull in and out. It is removable, and you can switch the hairs back and forth between however you want it to do it. This one, a little bit more wild. It's like a vampire. It's a little creepy on this one. You get those big old fang teeth. She's looking extra wild on this. Besides that, the face is basically the same. You got the ears going on, the earrings. But man, those fangs, extra dangerous. Nobody wants any of that. Nobody wants any of that. But now we dive into Pythona herself. Man, oh man, a cool figure. It was worth the wait, I will say that. Now, she does got a big old cape here with a hood. Now, makes a lot of sense. As I'm filming this, we're in the middle of October. It is the heart of cape season. Lando Calrissian Calrissianed it back in the 70s, I think it would have been. 77, 78, I can't remember when the declaration started. But we're right here in cape season, and we got a beautiful cape for her. A little bit of torn and tattered on the bottom. Nice purple on the inside with a black outer. Almost looks like leather, but it doesn't quite feel that way, but it does look really nice. Then you got the hood. Now, we remember her, of course, her first scenes in the G.I. Joe movie. She's all cloaked. It's like, who the heck is this? Is it a ninja of some sort? Is it Ninja Force making their debut? What is going on here? And it was Pythona. So I like the looks of that. And then she's got this bodysuit here. Now, is she naked? Is she wearing clothes? We'll never know. Use your imagination, but she's got two big old cannons right there in the middle of her chest, looking pretty good. The pink and purple attack throughout, two gripping hands, looking very good, looking like something out of Cobra-La, because she is, but looking extra creepy. And she's even barefoot. She's got her toes going on, looking very, very nice. And she's got kind of some of those marks, like she's got a little Freddy Krueger going on, like she was caught in a burn unit or something. I don't know, but it does look really, really nice. Now, she does got butterfly shoulders. Arms go all the way around for us, bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. And you get the hula hoop up top, plus a dumbbell joint in the waist. Big old Pythona splits, looking extra good. Drop down hips, you got to have them with the Joe team. Leg goes up for the big boot if you need it. Thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless knees. Very tight on her. And then you do get some ankles up and down, side to side. And she should fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand using discount code Kyle. Save 10%. I wish that Pythona would have been the one to kill Duke, because I heard this, Todd McFarlane. You chime in if you heard anything different, and I'm guessing you heard the same story I did. But Duke was off to the side, and Scarlet was nowhere to be seen, and he was putting the moves. And dare I say, Duke, a bit of a sexual predator, as we found out here. He was carted away by the Joe police officer not too long ago for some indecent exposure, if I'm not mistaken. And he tried to pull a little bit of that on Pythona, and he said, "Well, it's okay, I can do it. She's not necessarily human, so the laws don't react there." And of course, a true leader like Flint, he's like, we got to treat nature, we got to treat the alien overlords, we got to treat them all with respect. And that's Flint. He leads from the front line. He leads by respect, as we know. But not Duke. He's trying to sexually harass these aliens. What is up with that guy? Man, that guy, I don't know. Somebody needs to bring him on charges. Somebody needs to happen with this guy. He's a menace. He's a menace, that Duke. And we all agree. We all agree. We're all in agreement. We're all in agreement on this Pythona figure. looking pretty darn cool. Very happy and very excited to have this in the classified line. Bring on Globulus. That can't get here soon enough. That'll be the greatest figure ever when they get the bubble, they get everything. You get the dagger in the eye. Oh, there's so much meat on the Globulus bone. Cannot wait for that, just like I couldn't wait for a Nemesis Enforcer. And now I'm kicking myself. I need to get another Nemesis Enforcer. I need to have both looks displayed. Wouldn't be shocked to see maybe a retro Nemesis Enforcer. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be great to get a re-release on him. We saw a re-release of Dr. Mindbender. Could we get a cheaper Nemesis Enforcer? I'd be here for that. Would love to see that. But very cool to get these two together. Man, oh man, absolutely love that. And then an all-timer, if there ever was one of my most wanted figures ever going back to when I was a little kid, once was a Man Cobra Commander. Very cool to have these three Cobra-La associates involved. Bring on the Royal Guard, bring on Globulus, bring on anything and everything Cobra-La. I know not everybody loves it, but man, I love Cobra-La, and I'm here for all the figures. But are you here for them? What are you here for? Are you here for the McFarlane? Probably not. You here for the jokes? Oh no, I'm not funny at all. What are you here for? Oh, Pythona. Are you here for that? Oh, a lot of people wanting it and a lot of people not wanting it though, as I've heard lately. How do you feel? Sound off in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel, 2 channels with content every single day. Social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. Of course, Kyle Peterson Show, my weekly podcast every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. And for even more content, check out my Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Link in the description down below. But for Cobra-La and Pythona, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?